This is the Hammer Smash Thor, the 3" 3/4 part of Series 2 of the Thor the Mighty Avenger figure line. And the question that you're probably asking yourself is this figure more interesting or worth buying more than the Sword Spike Thor? And I have to say yes, in a way. It depends on what your intention is when you're looking at this figure. The figure has the same accessories, so let's get that out of the way. He comes with this hammer, the Mjolnir, exactly the same one that came with the Sword Spike Thor, and also the same gimmicky weapons that also came with the Sword Spike Thor, that when you press the button, the blade splits in half. So reveal the spike, not the pop out blade as on the packaging says. So yeah, nothing nothing you gotta be trouble yourself with. So the figure itself, well, it has a different headscarf, different paint app, and a little bit more flexible cape, as I might say. So figure doesn't come with a base actually. Here's the helmeted Thor version by Burger King. It's for side comparison, obviously. Well, this one you get what you pay for. This one is cheaper, so it's not as good as on the one that costs about $8. So let me put this figure back and let's stand him up straight. Like I said before, figure has a new headscarf here, and my initial thought on the Sword Spike Thor was that this figure looked kind of like Chris Hemsworth. I have always thought of this one as Chris Hemsworth, but when I see the likeness on this one, I had to say that the likeness on this one just took a huge step backward, and this one really stepping toward the front line, and you can see has an awesome Chris Hemsworth likeness there. And during the movie you only seen this version of Thor only once, during his coronation. And yeah, because some people actually refer and they were asking for the helmeted well, the Thor with the helmet on, and which is one of the which is something that the Marvel Select didn't do, I have to say. But this one, if you take but this version is that if you take a look, if you take the comic book look of Thor, the classics one, and transfer him into the movie verse, this is what he will look like. So a little bit of a combination between the modern Thor, well, yeah, a little bit of combination between the modern Thor and the Ultimate Thor with the facial hair. And about the hammer, well, I'm gonna tell you a few things that you ought to be aware. When you're considering this figure, the only thing that they did not fix is the hammer. The handle is still too small for this hand grip, and unfortunately, the rest of the body is a repaint of the Sword Spike Thor. Yeah, unfortunately, the grip on this one is a little bit too big, and he can hold this one. Obviously, Hasbro designed this one so he can hold this really huge, gigantic sword. I don't know if this one represents the power sword that the one Heimdall used as the key for the Bifrost, but I don't see the reason of including this in the toys. And it seems that Hasbro figures nowadays are just targeting too much toward the younger fans instead of the adult collector. And let me show you the paint apps. The black on the Hammer Smash Thor is a little bit lighter, but on the boost, the black has a lot of emphasis, or the the intensity is a lot more than on the Sword Spike Thor. This one is more like a unison one color black, and this one is two different hues. So let's see. Here's a look at the back of his helmet, and the cape is a lot more flexible, and Hasbro just glue the cape shut onto his back. So, well, not like we're gonna see Thor with the helmet but without the cape, so it kind of makes sense just glue it in there, because but also part of the reason is that due to a lot of complaint about the removable cape that the Sword Spike Thor had. Now onto articulation. It's also exactly the same. There's a hinge on the neck and a board joint at the head. Surprisingly, this one moves quite well. There is a lot more range of motion in this one than on the Sword Spike Thor, despite having the hair and the cape on. You can go all the way around, up and down, and side to side. There's a ball hinge shoulder, ball hinge elbow, swivel wrist, ball jointed torso. There's a ball hinge hip, swivel swivel at the thigh, double hinge knee, and a ball hinge ankle. Now on the hip, just well, the same problem they had that is still there. It's gonna come back to haunt you. Is this one piece of his armor is hindering halfway down the ball hinge hip, so it's gonna hinder a lot of articulation. Unfortunately, these figures are so little and they are cheap, so not the perfect figure. If you want a better articulated Thor and a lot more accurate look, you might want to check out the Marvel Select version or the Hot Toy version. You might be a lot more satisfied with those. And the two arm on this one doesn't come together, so he can hold Mjolnir in one with both hands. And there are a lot of other poses that I want to put this guy in, but unfortunately with the current articulation it's impossible to get it done. Yeah. There's also another repaint of this one with the helmet Thor. I think in wave 3 or wave 4 it's called the Thunder Crusader Thor with a different painted hammer. I want to get that one as well. And if you're like me and you really love the Thor movie, I should really think that you give this figure a chance. Or if you never get tired of any Thor, any version of Thor, you might want to get this guy in your collection. But if you're just a casual, you might want to go with the more definitive Thor, which is the Sword Spike Thor. So this one I kind of just recommend for just the fans of the Thor movie only. But if you feel the need, if my review convince you to get this figure, by all means go out and get one. But I still think that the more definitive version or the better version, it's still the Sword Spike Thor. It's better representation of the movie Thor. And so anyway, this figure is not bad as well. If you feel, if you have an extra A-buck laying around, I might think about getting him. So not a bad figure, and very well sculpted and accurate likeness to Chris Hemsworth. Here's the last 360. So I would highly recommend this version to all fans of the Thor movie, and thanks for watching.